Morning guys, welcome back. Don't know if you can see, but that bin is nicely steaming off, so that gives you a little bit of a flexibility. So that's a nice sight to see first thing in the morning. You know it's working. So yeah, all right, good stuff. I'm just down here at the main CHP building, and we'll just take a look inside. I'll show you what's happening. Okay, so we're down to very low gas pressure here. The boiler was off. The site really stinks of gas because the boiler is running, and essentially what's happening is that gas booster which I showed you the other day, that has given up the ghost. So it was making tremendous noise yesterday, real bad. It's now not making any noise at all. That is running, but there's obviously next to nothing getting through. We'll take this off, just have a quick look if there's anything we could do, but I think the bearing of that is totally given up, so I need to get a new one of those. Spoke to Utal about that. So yeah, I spoke to Utal about that. They were saying it's a 3-week wait until they build a new one, but then he managed to call me back and think, oh, well, they might have something on the shelf, so hopefully we'll get something by Friday, which can keep us going. And then I'm going to buy a spare, because every time I seem to call them, say, have you got some on the shelf? Oh no, not got any of those on the shelf. You know, they're kind of blah blah blah. Just all been taken out, or whatever the excuse is. They always seem to have the different shapes, like they've got the 2 rings or the 4 rings or something, but none of the 3s. Always the way, isn't it? Yeah, I'll get a spare one bought, and if it just sits on the shelf for a few years, it doesn't really matter. Then at least we've got a spare that we can just drop in, because they're only supposed to last a couple of years, and of course you forget about them when they're running right. But then they suddenly cause you a problem and everything shuts down. So there we are. Okay guys, we're just up here on the site. We changed one of the trailers over, got a full trailer out, and we're just changing the other one now. So we'll have a look. That's what we did yesterday, but we've had a drop of rain now. So site was lovely yesterday, I could walk all over it, no problems, and now it's absolutely wet as you like. So 10 mil last night. There she is, nice and full. Just going to pick up and go back to the yard. Forward, Ray. Go forward, mate. Bit more, just an inch. That's it. Whoa, take her up. Oh, down again. Back. No, up a bit, mate. Up a bit. Up a bit. Up a bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. That's it. Whoa. Now just come back slightly, mate. That's it. Now pull up again. That's it. Good one, mate. So Dave's just getting the chipper ready, and we'll see how we get on. It's just slightly out here, isn't it? So if this could just come over a little bit that way, it would probably be better. But it's funny, it's not making that noise anymore, isn't it? Was the belt off yesterday, or was it? Oh, super weird. Okay, I'll send that to Ash then. Right, okay, the gas pressure's nice and high now, so maybe it was just the belt that had come off. Switch it to semi. Sink it. Okay, there we go. And see, seems okay, doesn't it? Yeah. Guys, that was quite a quick fix. Just seemed like the belt had come off that that gas blower, so the pressure's nicely back up on the engine. We can run both boiler and CHP. I'll still get the changeover for the gas booster, because actually there's a new desir requirement for an improvement on those boosters, so that needs to happen. Yeah, we'll get that fixed over on Friday, and then keep that spare one in stock, so we've got something in emergency. Right, here comes Ray, first load of that chip onto the heap. Log truck's back, we'll get these bins changed as well. We'll just see where we go. All right. There's that chip which just come. It's not too bad, a little bit of green in it. It's not quite as clean as the log chip, but still nice. It's even better because it's free. Chip for chip. Lovely. Ray's just backing up to change the trailers now. And we'll get back out in a second or two. Right, there we are. Those bins just loaded up now. Ray's just going to hook this up and we'll plug it back on again. Right, it's just up in the top shed. We've got some new bags. Those are them, which are going to be our new supersized bags. They're slightly smaller than the vented ones because they don't stretch. So I'll probably drop the price on the website a little bit. But I like the logo a bit better, and rather than the flame, which wherever it was on this one, these ones don't seem to have a logo on them. But yeah, there's our old logo over there with the bit of the flame on it. Just kind of prefer to have that stag, really. The stag is actually the family crest, so that's kind of why I think it's quite nice to have it on there. It's not actually quite like that, it's a full deer, the family crest, but still, it's some sort of link, isn't it? And there's a bit of a connection there, so that's quite nice. Right. Okay, so just going to go over and see the guys chipping, see how they're getting on there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to make sure that there's not too much water coming out of the quarries, because we've got a cottage just here and there's an old lady in it and it floods out. So we drove a couple of grips because the water was coming down the road that hard and it was then flooding her out. So I'll just show you what we were doing there. The water comes from the left-hand quarry. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bridge there, a little sort of wall there that tries to divert it under the road across into the other quarry. But there was so much water a month ago when it was raining, it was coming over that wall, coming over here, flooding down the road into there. And what we've done is tried to do a couple of grips there, so the water can then go back into the quarry and it connects up with the ditch that then runs under here. So hopefully that'll work quite nice. Okay, so we're just up here chipping away over there. A little bit of heat left to go. It's getting pretty wet here, which is going to take that trailer back to the yard. It's going to be off now, so it's been quite tacky with all the rain. But we're going to have a look at Dave. Best gear this, it's making something. Okay guys, we're just up in the top shed, all the wood's come out from out of here. Brendan just cleaning out that, he's got the new bucket on with our attachment fittings, so that seems to be actually working quite sweetly, that bucket. I loaded up the hook bins with the wet chip, and it's actually a really nice size because I can fit a bucket either side of the hook bin, like it fits two, and so it fills the hook bins really nicely. So I actually quite like that size of bucket, and I think we'll have to get another slightly larger bucket for loading lorries because that's only about 3 cubes. But yeah, that seems to be going okay. Ray's doing a little bit of grading of some of the rough wood chip that we had in the other day. So yeah, that's going all right. Looks like he needs to clear out the pile on one side there. It's getting a bit overgrown. Anyway, got a little bit more of a pile to work through there. A bit of water on the outside, but inside it's not too bad. Bins are nicely steaming off in this cold weather. Wood chip boiler seems to be running all right. Guys, I've finished all the chipping now. Brought the kit back into the yard. We've got another pile of softwood He's sorting out some more slab wood there, which can be chipped at a later date. That was a bit with some muck in it, so I'll have to grade that through at some stage. Yeah, that's softwood that's already graded out there. So yeah, lots to be on with. So guys, the hyzer hack's got a little problem. There was some blockage. The final piece of wood that went through seemed to have stalled it. But otherwise, that's our chipping done. It's you can see it's all stacked up there. Dave's already sorting out all the logs here into stuff for the japper, stuff for the bigger saw, or maybe the japper on the 6-way split, and then the chipper on the far side. So already the yard's looking a little bit neater. We swept the yard off because there was a whole load of crud on it, so that's looking nice as well. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.